Okay. Welcome to grade 8 demo. We're doing pita bread pizzas, nice and easy. This is a really quick, simple, you could do it for dinner, you could do it for lunch, great for lunch on the weekends. You've got whole pita bread, so everybody will get to eat these this week. I'm just going to let you eat them next week, okay? So you'll get to eat them before you go home, because taking home a pizza on a pita bread is a little waste of time. I'll make 2 today so everybody gets a taste. Okay, 2 pita breads. Pita breads are quite thick, so when you put them in the oven, they'll swell up a little bit and they'll freshen up. So these are kind of long life, they last a long time. So what you'll see in the oven is they'll swell because there's a pocket in there. Okay, so you can actually see the little dotted line? You can cut across there and put food inside them. Okay, so that's how you use a pita bread. So basically all we have to do is for pizza, you can put whatever you want on a pizza. It is really the sky's the limit. There are any number of things that can go on a pizza. And if you have a look at any pizza restaurant recipe list, anything from avocado to hairy little fish and prawns, and the sky's the limit. Camembert, I like camembert on a pizza. So if you have it in your fridge, you could probably stick it on a pizza. There are some things I wouldn't put on a pizza. I don't think chocolate and pineapple go together particularly well. And some people are very, very against pineapple on a pizza. But I'm not personally, I quite like it. I've always liked that savoury sweet combo that comes with having pineapple on pizza. So, a couple of knives and we're ready to go. So basically it's chop everything up and then put it on the pizza. So I'm going to add some onion to one of them. I'm just going to slice it. I like this onion because it's pretty colour. And so that's something you need to think about when creating a pizza, is what kind of colour combo can you get? Oh my goodness, this was yesterday too. Hello, Michelle speaking. Oh, that'd be awesome. We'll just send a kid. No, it's the pink, my handbag. It's a backpack. It's a little light pink backpack. Yep, it's got, yep, thanks. Right. Medication in it. All right, so I'm just going to chop it up so that it looks pretty. You want it to be visually pleasing. So once again, I've always said that you eat with your eyes. So what you see on the plate needs to be appealing. Victor, you're watching? Needs to be appealing so that when you look at it, you're going to go, oh, I want to eat that because it looks good. So we're just going to cut everything up into pieces. It's a very small surface, so try and cut your things up quite finely, but not too finely. And when you eat pizza, you really want to get all flavours in a mouthful. So you want to try and get, a decent selection of the flavours in each mouthful that you have. So it's important that you give everything a try, and that you spread it evenly over the surface of the pizza. In grade 9, you get to make a pizza from scratch. So you get to make the base and everything as one of your assessment tasks. I know. I'm just going to slice this up. You could just do these in like strips, or you could do them, I like to cut it up a bit smaller. I'm not a big fan of big chunky bits of capsicum, so I like to cut it finely. But once again, it's personal preference, how you want your pizza to look. I know that a lot of the pizzas that are coming out of restaurants these days, they're very artistic. When you have a look at it, there's a way that they've put things on the pizza that makes it look good. So, they've got all of the capsicum going in a certain direction, or they've got the prawns. And I know that there's what's it called? The schnitty pizza that they've got for Pizza Hut at the moment, the schnitzel. It's got 21 pieces of schnitzel chicken. I like that. It's very specific. Yeah, there's 21 pieces. Wow, 21 pieces. They count each of those individually, or do they have them pre-packaged? I don't know, but I thought that was, it's very specific. as far as the amounts are concerned. Alright, there's a bit of liquid. So I'm just going to cut up one of these. Whoop. This is the wrong board. I'm just going to take out. Actually, what I might do, I might just cut this up on a plate instead of changing the whole board over.
Just a little less.
Thank you. Just pop it on the bench there for me, Dar. Appreciate that. Okay, so I'm just going to slice this up. I'm going to cut off the rind, okay, because, yeah, no one wants to taste that. Plus, it cooked a little bit in the microwave when I defrosted it. This is really nice ham. I can smell how nice this ham is, and I haven't got much of a sense of smell at the moment. There we go. So just cut off a bit of the fat and the rind, and once again, I'm just going to dice it up. So that way you get quite a bit of the toppings in each bite. Okay, it's a bit wet at the moment. I might just soak a bit of that liquid up. It's just from being frozen, so all the liquid in the moisture in the ham and the meat gets frozen, and when you defrost it, it just turns to water. There we go. Squeeze that water out. You see how wet my towel is? So you don't want that wetness on your pizza. Okay. Same with your pineapple, but I'll use a different paper towel. I won't use a meat towel, paper towel on the pineapple. So I'm just going to pat out the liquid in the pineapple as well, because you don't want that soaking into your pizza, or else you end up with a soggy crust. Yuck. Okay. So I'm just going to squeeze out some of that juice. Once again, can you see I've got quite a bit of juice out of that? So, right, so nice and easy. I've got my tray. Got my tray here. And guys, it's about 1/4 cup of sauce on each thing, so I'll pop them there. About 1/4 of it. This is just passata. You could use pizza like at home. There's some very nice products that are pizza based. Like you can use a pizza, what's it called, tomato paste. But this just works as great. It's just pasta sauce, okay? And it's a really inexpensive way to do. See, so you can see 1/4 cup goes across the two. And we're just gonna. Now, it's really important when you spread the sauce that you leave a little edge around the side. Why do we leave a little edge around the side of our pizza? Yeah? Yeah, crust. But why do we need the crust? Why don't we go all the way to the edge? So you can hold it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Who wants to put their fingers into lots of gooey sauce? You've got to have something to hold on to. And you can always stuff it with cheese if you wanted to. You could almost cut that open and put cheese inside. That would be rather good. You'd want to try and keep it just one side though. So you'd have to be pretty delicate to get the cheese inside, but that would be a nice way to do the stuffed crust. Right, so from here, now I always lay down a tiny bit of cheese on the base before I put any toppings on. I do this because, has anybody ever bitten into their pizza and had the entire top of it just slide off? Right, okay, so that is because they have not glued their toppings with cheese. So you put a little bit of cheese under all your toppings, and I actually learnt this from Mama and Papa's Pizza Restaurant, which was my very first job ever. And this just has it like it attaches it to the base so that your toppings stay in place. That was the little rhyme he made us memorise. The worst job I've ever had in my life. I used to feel sick on my way to work because he was psychotic. Okay, so just sprinkle on each of your toppings so that when you get a bite, take a bite, you're going to get a bit of everything. So I'm going to put my ham next. So you could use chicken, Barbecue chicken is a really good option for this. You have a leftover barbecue chicken, you can put that on there. I even like avocado on a pizza. There's so many different options. That is the beauty of this product. And it is actually very simple to make pizza dough. So anyone at home has a Thermomix, it's even easier. I can make pizza dough in 5 minutes and I can cook it in 10. So it just rises beautifully in the oven. Yeast-based pizza dough. So there's a bit of pineapple. So pretty much every bite is going to have pineapple in it. And then sprinkle on some toppings. I'm just going to move this up here a bit so people can see. So see how nice and colourful that is? It's really colourful. It's almost missing a bit of green. I always like a little bit of green on things, but you could maybe put a bit of basil. That would be nice. I'm going to go grab some basil. I'll show you what that looks like. So just run out to the garden and I've got some basil leaves. And this is just a nice Italian bent on what we're doing. Just a sprinkle of basil. It's just a case of just be creative with what you put. Mushrooms on here. I don't do mushrooms because I'm allergic. But I can touch them, I just can't eat them. Okay. So just a little bit of a sprinkle, and then we're going to top it with cheese. And you don't want to take the cheese too close to the edge or it will fall off onto the tray. You want it to spread. So I'm kind of putting it across the middle there, doming it up a bit. All right, I don't think there's such thing as too much topping on a pizza. Okay, so there's our final product.